I'm Dan.
I'm Bob.
And together we are
Their Travels.
What are we doing today?
Today is what we're packing for our holiday video. Because we're off on holiday in 14 days time to Walt Disney World.
Yay!
And a few people have asked us, so what do you take? Anything you particularly always have on your list? Things like that. So this is that video.
And to be clear, we're not really talking about clothes. A lot of people do, I'm taking this outfit, I'm taking that outfit. We're not going to do that. We're doing just our essentials stuff, electricals, that type of thing that we take with us, so you can see exactly what we take with us. Right, so our first section is the beginning of the holiday, which is travel. So there's a few bits we always make sure we take with us. Some things are essential in general, like passports, because we can't go anywhere without them.
Obviously.
But there are a few bits that we make sure we always pack. The first thing is I always put everything... Ooh, almost dropped it all. I always put everything in a document wallet. So this is where our passports will be, and hopefully there's no personal information in here. You can't see it, but our passports are in here, and then I've got each of the things. I've got the check-in stuff for the airport, all little colour-coded tabs at the top. I don't know if you can see them, but we've got the lounge information, our Esters, our transfer information from the airport to the resort, the insurance documentation, because you have to have insurance when you go on holiday. So I keep it in a nice little wallet so it's easy. I've got a nice shiny one for this holiday because it's pretty.
Thank you.
No. Yeah.
And this is your department.
Yeah, I'm the one that deals with all the paperwork. I know everything's electronic and stuff, but I like to have a backup of paper just because I worry that I won't be able to connect or something, so I just always keep a backup like this. So yeah, that's the first thing. Next thing is for the suitcases. We always bring padlocks, which everyone should do to lock your suitcases when they go into the what's the one thinking? Into the aeroplane.
Yeah,
luggage hold. Yeah, just in case. So we've got padlocks, and we also have a locking
strap.
Yes, I can't remember what it's called.
Luggage strap.
Luggage strap. See, I can't remember anything. But yeah, so we always take these. Everyone should lock their suitcases just in case. Not that we don't trust people, but you just never know, do you?
Trust people.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that one. What's next, Bob?
The next is neck pillows.
Yeah.
Although I read somewhere recently that apparently they're designed to go that way. This sort.
Yeah, but it works for you because you've got a little thing that you've got a little tag that you can attach it to. Oh well, maybe not for you, but
my thick neck.
But yeah, I've obviously got a stitch one. Obviously, I got from Primark a few years ago. Actually, I think it was in 2019. I actually bought it because I had it the first holiday we went.
Honeymoon. Yeah.
Honeymoon. So yeah, stitch obviously.
No, I might try mine this way around this time because, to be honest, it's quite a thick one. And laying back in the seat hurts the back of my neck. The sheet. Yeah.
Cool.
So we always have those with the compression socks as well.
Yeah. Be healthy. So keep our veins from doing whatever they do.
Let the socks do whatever it is they do. Yeah.
Deep vein thrombosis it prevents, I think, is it?
Supposed to be something like that, yeah.
So we always wear these. I don't know whether everyone does, but since I was younger and I was always told you meant to because you might get deep vein thrombosis, I've been paranoid about it, so I always make sure I wear these. Because we don't tend to walk around the plane very much, so that helps.
Also,
that's not for weighing ourselves.
I didn't think strong enough for me. No, just for weighing the cases. We just like to make sure we don't buy too much that. Pardon me. Don't buy too much there that we can't actually bring it back.
Buy too much.
Apparently, some people buy too much. I don't really get what that phrase means.
No,
buy too
we
much.
obviously don't buy anything, as you can tell.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, so we weigh before we go, and then we take it with us. So it's quite small and compact, and then we weigh when we come back. We always we generally take the most amount of cases that we're allowed, and we try not to pack them all when we go. So this time we've got a checked bit of luggage each, and carry-on luggage. So for the way out, what we're doing is we put our carry-on luggage inside our checked luggage and pack the clothes in and around that, so that we have extra cases when we come back in case we buy stuff. Well, I say in case.
When we
because we will buy stuff. So yeah. We need space for it. What is next? Oh, headphones. So we always make sure we bring headphones. Noise cancelling headphones are good.
Pardon?
The noise cancelling isn't on, so it doesn't really help. So we both have a pair of these. I can't remember what brand mine are, but it doesn't really matter, I suppose.
Mine, a group.
Yeah. They work quite well, which is always good. So it counts out the noise of the
Screaming kids.
I was going to say the airplane, but the screaming kids too. And we always make sure we get ones, I don't know whether they all have, but where you can connect, so you won't be able to see, but you can connect an adapter, not an adapter,
Charger.
headphone jack, no, not the charger, the headphone jack, so you can plug it into the entertainment system on the plane, so you can use these to listen rather than using their headphones. For example, these ones I have, these little headphones, which are wireless, I wouldn't be able to use them because obviously there's no way to connect them to the entertainment system.
To the seat in front.
Yeah. Or the arm sometimes
Yeah.
beside you. As we had them on premium. Ooh.
Another thing that I always take, not so much Dan,
No.
a little small puzzle book, crossword, Sudoku, whatever, because although we do,
Sudoku? You do Sudoku?
if it's in the puzzle book, yeah,
Didn't know you knew how to do Sudoku.
not that thick.
I didn't say you have, I've never seen you do it.
You don't particularly sit there watching me do crossword books.
I do.
But yeah, I do this because I alternate between watching whatever film we like on the plane, playing on the Switch, and doing puzzles. And I also obviously use it in the resort room if I'm sat there in bed, can't sleep or something for a little bit in the evening. Yeah, mainly for the plane.
Yeah, we are a bit sad when on plane. We try and watch the films at exactly the same time because you can't like sync your thing. So we both sit there with the film. We're like, you ready to press play?
2, 3.
Yeah.
And then when we're about to pause, because if we see the food trolley coming down the plane, it's right. Hang on.
We look at each other. And then,
3, 2, 1. Pause. Right.
not that it matters too much if a few seconds out of sync, but we just like to watch it together
Yeah.
because we're sad. So the next section is when we get to the hotel. We always make sure we have some envelopes for mousekeeping. Here we go. So we always use these to put a little bit of a tip in when they're coming to do the room. Now, the mousekeeping's changed a bit nowadays. They don't do a proper full clean anymore unless you're staying there for 9 days, I think it is. They'll change your bedding if you stay there for 9 nights. But they do a light clean every other day, so they'll change bins and change the towels. So.
Although in February when we were there, it seemed to be like 3 or 4 days or more between visits.
Because they only change the bins and maybe change the towels, we might not have noticed. That's the thing.
Well, I thought they just didn't take the mousekeeping thing, so we left it there, and it was 2 or 3 days before it was taken each time.
Yeah, maybe they thought just because they changed the bins they wouldn't take it. I don't know.
I always take a pen with it. Obviously, I'll have a pen for the crossword book, but I have a pen just to draw a little Mickey Mouse or something on the front of the envelopes.
Yep. So next section.
Clothing. Actually, we're not doing I'm wearing this t-shirt with this.
With
these, that sort of stuff. But there are a few items of clothing that we always pack. Starting with. Starting with on the list, we have water shoes and water shirts that we bought in February for the Typhoon Lagoon, or wherever we go to this time. Even if we go to a different resort, we'll probably still wear them because the t-shirts are UV protected, whatever the technical term is, so you don't get sunburnt through them.
We'll have to check the rules on the water shoes if we go to Volcano Bay. So when we went to Typhoon Lagoon, they said you can wear water shoes on the slides as long as they don't have a zip on them. So that's why we bought these ones specifically, because they're just Velcroed, so they don't catch or anything. So we'll have to check if we go to Volcano Bay with the same rules. But yeah, that's our water shoes.
And if we do go to Volcano Bay, I'm still wearing Typhoon Lagoon, even if it's not a Disney resort.
Well, a stitch, you have to.
Exactly. So we wear those, and just because we've got them, we don't always use them, but we got nose clips.
Though it's tempting, because last time I inhaled so much water on Crush and Gusher when we hit the bottom of the slide, and every time Bob would go over my head and I would inhale so much water. So,
which reminds me, also,
that is on the list a bit later, but yeah, you can say it now.
Goes with the pool stuff. It's the only time I ever use it. I do have one of the old sort of glasses. I think it's got I usually wear contact lenses in the parks now, but at the pool, like Typhoon Lagoon, I don't, because obviously one splash and they can be knocked out. So I wear my glasses, and I just, after losing them in the pool on our honeymoon.
Yes, which was embarrassing as hell, but
They got knocked off my face because I saw it get at the last minute. So I had to say to the cast member on duty, I've just dropped my glasses in the pool, so come back in 10 minutes. They had to stop the people coming down the chute, or somebody went in there and found them, and Dan said, well, you go and ask them for back, I'm not coming back with you. Yeah, so we went to the shop afterwards at Typhoon Lagoon, bought these, because obviously lots of people must have the same problem, and I've worn them every time we've been since then.
You haven't had any issues since?
No, because they're like just the rest of that day, and when we used them in February, nice and handy. And luckily they don't look like the old-fashioned leather or string ones that Granny used to wear. But
I might get a pair for me, because I should wear glasses as well all the time, but I don't. So it would be useful if I actually got a pair.
Yeah.
So I can wear them. But yeah, the only other thing on clothing that we're also going to mention is, for one, Skechers. We generally always buy a pair of Skechers for Florida. We've both still got a pair left from when we went in February, so we'll still use them. They're still okay. The pair we bought for February 2019's holiday have fallen apart, so we bought these.
well, mine is a bit tatty from 2019, but they're still comfy, so I won't take them anyway.
So I've got a pair of these Skechers. They've got a relaxed fit, and they've got a memory foam insole, so that it's more comfortable to walk in. We always buy Skechers because they're really comfortable for the parks. I do have other trainers I take with me as well, if I'm not feeling like I'm going to need them, but yeah, Skechers are a good thing.
And not as comfortable Skechers, but still comfy. I got to take myself my Disney Vans.
Yeah, which you wore in February.
Yeah. Bought these the year ready for a holiday, and obviously COVID cancelled that holiday for a couple of years, but yeah, these are cool. Just when else would I wear them apart from at a Disney park? So
You can wear them anywhere.
I could do, but they're more fun to wear. Not fun, but more appropriate to wear at a Disney park with Mickey and Pluto and Donald and everybody on it.
I won't make the mistake of wearing my Converse high tops next time, because my feet were in shreds after that. So
They look good though.
They do look good. So next section is electricals, which are essential for most people, I think. There'd be some kind of electricals you take with you.
Yeah, so for us that includes various adapters.
Which obviously everyone needs generally if you're coming from this country, or other countries that aren't the US. We've got a few this time, so we've got just a standard one, which is just one plug adapters. But we also have ones that got 2 USBs on it, because it's going to be really useful for charging stuff. We've got a couple of those, so that's really useful, I think, because it means we can have something plugged in and charging two things on here at once. As we're now vlogging, it makes life a lot easier, because we've got cameras to charge, we'll have fans to charge, which we'll talk about in a bit, a laptop to charge, watches to charge, headphones to charge, so it just it helps, basically.
Switch to charge.
Switch to charge, yeah. And on the subject of charging,
Power banks, which the other one's here somewhere, but
it's charging what is power and the light. But we bought a new one because our other one had exploded, basically.
yeah, we took, this is a new one, but the one that's powering a light over there at the minute, and a bigger one we took with us in February, and when we got there, the big one had, swollen, cracked down one side, so we threw it away. Didn't want to risk using it, so we had to buy another one for this holiday.
So this is by Mix, which I've just realised is the brand of my headphones too. I just saw the logo on the side, and it matches the 2X's there, so just in case anyone really wants to know. But yeah, little one, it's a 10,000 mAh, so it should last a while.
What about it in the end?
We ended up buying this in Robert Dias.
Oh yeah, Robert Dias, that was it.
Yeah, we were in there buying some descaler for the kettle, the exciting stuff, and we were like, oh, we need a power bank, so we bought it. I think it was £25, I think. They're not necessarily cheap, but they are really useful for when you're going around the park, especially if you're doing a lot of picture taking, because your cameras will die, your phones will die pretty quick after a while, so it's good.
Next on this little list in front of me I keep glancing down at is the Switch itself.
Yes.
For either on the plane, for in the room in the evening when you want to relax.
One Switch.
Can't go for a day without playing Animal Crossing. Switch is my island's half Disney.
So we've got two Switches, one each. This is the original one we had, and then we bought that one. That originally I bought that one for myself. I think it was with the bonus that I got one year. and then it ended up becoming Bob's because I'd started Animal Crossing on this one, and we couldn't really change it because Bob ended up using that one. So got lots of games in here. So if we wanted to, there's a few games in here as well. You won't be able to see them, but there's games galore in here.
So if we, in the hotel room, resort room, one evening, you can always plug into the TV or use it on the thing itself and just play a little game.
Yeah, if we take the dock and the and a HDMI cable, generally a lot of them you can plug into, so we should be alright to do that. No doing it now. No.
But my game.
Something that's become more essential now is cameras. So obviously we're filming on one, so we won't be able to show you that, but we take our cameras, which now we have... Oh, sorry, I'll unzip it first. I've just zipped that up. So now we use a Canon G7X Mark III. We were previously using an X Mark II when we went in 2009, not 2019, we didn't use anything, when we went in February.
Camera.
And we were using a GoPro Hero 7, and we're now using a GoPro Hero 10, which we have with a media mod on it, which is this micro 30 bit. You can take that off, that doesn't necessarily come as standard, we bought that with it. So it's just the standard camera. And then we've got handles for both, so for the GoPro and for the Canon. So they always go. A little, oh, we're not using that one anymore, but a little floof for the top of the camera. So to block out any sound.
Wait, bro?
Yeah, to block out any wind noise, because we notice that gets quite bad sometimes.
Yeah.
So hopefully that one's better, because it's better attached to the camera now, so that's good.
And laptop.
Laptop, which is here.
Partly because we'll use it for downloading the photos from our phones and the cameras to after each day in the park. Yes, it's laptop. And also because while we're there, the first couple of days, I'll be editing the travel day vlog to go up on the Sunday. Oh my god, you snapped it in half.
I'm doing my little demonstration bit. What's wrong with that?
Nothing at all.
But yeah, mainly for editing, really, is what we use.
Yeah, mainly so putting all the photos on, and then for editing. So
Yeah.
we sit there in the evenings. So we don't do very late nights, do we?
No, I think we're probably going to try and do a couple of later ones, because we haven't really seen like the fireworks at any of the parks last time when we went in February, so it'd be good to see those.
And this is going to be the only time we do two Disney World holidays in a year. For those who haven't seen our previous vlogs, the February holiday was the holiday that's postponed from 2020 because of COVID, so it was moved 4 or 5 times. So this one coming up in a couple of weeks is this year's holiday.
Yep.
That's our excuse anyway, because we joined DVC while we were out there, so this is using our DVC points for the first time.
Yep. If you want to know what we're doing this holiday, we'll link the vlog saying what this holiday, what we've got booked in the corner here for you now.
Yep. So we also, obviously, I need it so very, very much, haircutting kit we take with us, because we're there for 2 weeks and I trim my head every weekend normally, because I don't like, if I put my fingertips through it, my hair's too long, even if it's receding slightly.
I'll have my hair cut before we go, so it'll hopefully have my mohawk back when we go. And I shouldn't need to cut it while we're there, but just in case, obviously we've got this so we can if we want to.
Yeah.
And the last thing is, I haven't got any on the table, but it's chargers. Make sure you take your chargers. So we've got watch chargers, switch chargers, phone chargers, laptop charger,
camera chargers,
so yeah,
everything.
Always
and
take your
chargers,
chargers. Yeah, always make sure we take those, obviously, because otherwise we'd run out of power. And we'd have to spend lots of money to buy them.
Yes.
Right, so next section we kind of titled around the park. Now, a lot of the things we've already talked about will go with us, like the cameras, for example. They'll be going with us, but fans, yeah, they come later. But we just put a few bits together, which is the absolute essentials that we'll always take as well, that kind of don't fit into any other category. That's the first thing.
Backpacks.
Yes.
We do one each. Usually we have one between us. I mean, fighting over who's going to hold it, as in, no, I'll hold it, you don't need to. No, I'll hold it, you don't need to. And the thing, well, we'll share the load.
Yeah.
So this is the one we usually take.
Yep.
Little Mickey Mouse one. It's quite a nice small little size. Because we joined DVC in February, we had this.
Which we used a lot while we were on the cruise. We switched from that one to this one while we were on the cruise, but yeah, it's a lot bigger. And actually, I think for when we're coming back, we might use it to put the laptop in as a carry-on type thing, so you can make life a bit easier as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are what we take.
Handy
Cameras
size.
go in there and stuff, so it's good.
Also, because of the water rides and the general wet typhoon weather over there, Ziploc bags always
Yeah,
handy.
I love this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, loads of people are going to have that. It's just obviously one, but when we went on Splash Mountain in 2019, we managed to get on it once for that holiday. It's the only time we've ever been on there, and that was a bag from there, so we saved it. So yeah, hopefully the ride will be open this year while we're there.
Yeah, and phone fits in nicely.
So yeah, we can get another one maybe. But yeah, even the sort of general supermarket Ziploc bags, put anything valuable, not waterproof already, things like your wallet maybe, anything like that go in there, just in case we're caught out in a thunderstorm, rainstorm, or on a wet ride.
I quite like the fact this is almost a souvenir in itself.
Yeah, especially as the ride's being rethemed soon.
Yeah, I mean we don't agree with obviously the film, like the problems with it. We agree with the problems with the film, so we don't support the film, but we do like the little bags, if that makes sense. We're happy that it's being rethemed.
Another thing we have.
Oh, I like it a lot.
Yeah, nice. Another thing we bought these the other year, and we take them with us each time now. You buy them in the park. It's the packs of, you're not going to see it from there, but
No.
the little metal pin locking pin packs.
Yeah.
The ones with little Allen keys that you lock, because there have been a few times where we've nearly lost a pin off of our lanyards. So we've gone having our taking these with us. We even bought a new pack where we had to give us for extra.
Yeah.
So once we bought a pin in the shops, instead of putting the Mickey Mouse thing on the back of it, we put the locking pin on there, so it's not going to fall off.
Obviously these don't necessarily work if you're doing pin trading, because you'd have to go, oh wait, let me just get my little Allen key out and then sit there and take them off. But they work for us because we don't do pin trading. So
No, too worried about getting fakes in return.
yeah.
Sunglasses.
So you would have, if you've watched our vlogs, you would have noticed that at our last holiday we didn't have sunglasses to start with. It wasn't until the day in which I possibly got food poisoning that we bought sunglasses. So this time we're definitely taking some with us. So Bob's taking the pair that he...
Yeah, these are the ones I bought in Disney World, in Sir Mickey's, or it was called.
I think it's some Mickey's. Yep. And I have got a pair of prescription sunglasses because I don't wear contact lenses. I bought prescription. So when I was in Disney World, I did buy a pair of Mickey ones, which I really like. But I bought some polarized sunglasses, so that are prescription. So that's going to make my life a little bit easier because it means I can still see properly when I'm wearing my sunglasses. I mean, I'm not blind. It's just everything's ever so slightly fuzzy when I'm not wearing them. So that'll help. And then ears. So Bob doesn't wear ears, but I will be taking some ears. Obviously, you would
My
have.
head's too big; they don't suit me.
If you've seen our vlogs, you probably would have seen these because they've been worn in both our Disneyland Paris and Disney World. I have a new pair of ears, which you'll see as we go along the holiday, that I bought recently. But the other ones will be ones I've all worn before.
Tigger, Winnie the Pooh, and Stitch.
And Sully.
And Sally. You got 4 pairs plus the new one. Yeah.
I'll probably buy another pair while we're there because I like buying ears.
If we found them big enough, I'd get a pair, but
Yeah. Try on my ears.
how small that is.
It's not too bad.
I'm convinced they look
Just
weird.
they look really far forward, so that's the only problem.
Yeah. That's where I'd wear them now. Can't be where else I'd be forgot.
Yeah, mine sit like back here, so I don't understand why yours don't. See, mine sit there.
We'll see.
Yeah,
Do they look too small?
I can't really tell. You've got a gap at the top where it looks like they're coming off, like popping off, but
My head's so big. It's full of rubbish.
no.
But anyway, yeah. So
Put my ears back, please. I don't want to hurt you taking them off, though. Thank you.
the next section.
Yeah, we call it food and drink. It's not actual food and drink, well, part of it is, but just sort of stuff that we need for that.
So first thing on the list,
So these,
cutlery sets.
yeah, these are actual cutlery sets. So these are useful for if you're doing the booths, food and wine or anything like that. so that you don't have to get plastic stuff. So we've got bamboo, knife, fork, spoon. It comes with a couple of straws. For some reason it comes with, oh, this is missing. Oh no, it's there. It comes with chopsticks too. It comes with a metal straw and like a bamboo straw and a straw cleaner as well. But they are really useful. I need to tuck it all in. I won't do it now, but that should all be tucked in. There we go. But yeah, they're really useful just to chuck in your park bag. If you're going to Epcot specifically, because you're like if you're doing the booths, really useful.
But anywhere else as well, if you know, particularly messy cupcake in the park or something.
Yeah, so we find them quite useful. I don't think we've really shown them on camera, but before. But there you go. And then just some more straws, like well, a ton of straws.
Yeah, generic, lots of metal straws and straw cleaners.
Yep.
We did have the first year sort of one that came in a little pod that you open the lid and it flexed out, but it basically got screwed up and messy, and so these are much easier to clean, much easier to use.
Yep.
So we take those with us.
Thank you. Something that I always have to make sure I've got when I go
with us this time
is PG tips. Well, tea bags doesn't actually have to be PG tips. I use these at home, so there aren't, like in the rooms, you don't tend to get tea bags that much from what I've seen. Obviously this time we're staying in a 1-bedroom villa, so we might get more, I don't know. But all the other times we've stayed, the 2 other times we've stayed, we've never gotten any tea bags. I make sure I take some because I like a cup of tea in the morning. And you can go and get stuff from the quick services, like they do tea bags and hot water, but I just prefer to take my own so I can have it in the room.
So we're going to try and buy a kettle while we're there.
Yeah, a little travel kettle.
We've got an owner's locker to start using while we're there to leave things over in Florida, so we're going to try and buy a kettle from a supermarket or somewhere when we're there.
Yep.
So you can leave some whatever tea bags you haven't used and the teapot, the kettle over there. And I usually have my Nescafe hot lattes, toffee nut and caramel or whatever. But I recently bought some of the iced latte sachets and they're really nice. So I thought, oh, I'm going to actually take the rest of them with me. So we can have them over there because it's obviously going to be hotter and I'll appreciate them more over there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool. We're also going to take a couple of bottles of squash in our hold luggage. Because you can only take I bet it was 100ml on the plane itself in the carry-on. But we've checked and you should be able to take a bottle or 2 in the hold because I drink a lot of squash.
Yep. So the next section?
Loosely, health and medicine, health and beauty, things like that.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to mention everything I'm taking because I do take like beard oil and beard balm, stuff like that, but I'm not going to mention that.
Moisturisers and stuff.
Moisturisers, yeah, just in case. But, first thing.
A few things we always try and pack. We'll start off with travel sickness meds.
Dramamine.
Which I'm looking for in front of me here somewhere.
Stood up.
There we go, that one.
We won't necessarily use this this time, but we thought just in case we'd bring it. We used it on the cruise.
Yeah, because we both felt a bit. It took us a couple of days to get our sea legs, so we both felt a bit on the start of the cruise. So yeah, we bought those, all that. Also handy, bug bite.
Yep. Is it called bug bite? Oh,
after bite in this case.
Well, we've got a couple of bits for that. We've also got insect repellent, so that we can stop any mosquitoes from biting us. They don't really bite me, but they bite Bob more. So we bring that just in case we need it.
Even at home in this country, I seem to get absolutely eaten to death.
Eaten to death.
Eaten to death. Plump and juicy thighs.
So this is good for if you get bitten. You can just. It's got like a little thing. You just squeeze out and then put some on the bug bite, and it helps ease the itching.
So I don't know why I haven't been using that this week, to be honest with I got bitten a lot the other day.
I used it the other week when I thought I got bitten.
Next is an obvious one for us because Dad has headaches nearly every day and I get them sometimes in the really hot weather. Painkillers, ibuprofen for us, so you can paracetamol, a bit of both, whatever you've got.
Yeah, sometimes I take both, it just depends on what I've got. Yeah, I get headaches almost every day.
We're going to take a couple of packs with us. And hopefully buy some while we're out there as well to get bigger packs out there, and we can leave some then in the owner's locker.
So in the UK, when you buy boxes off the shelf, you only get like this size box. Generally, that you might have more, but there's 16 tablets in this one, and you're only ever allowed to buy 2 boxes at a time. But I know in the US the rules are a bit different, so I've seen you can get like big bulk amounts. But yeah, if you're buying it off the shelf, that's all you can really buy.
More of a random thing than I really would think to pack necessarily. Cotton buds and toothpicks, because nothing more irritating than if you've got a bit of food stuck in your mouth, in your teeth, you can't get it out. And cotton buds, because you get itchy,
Yeah,
you use those.
I know you're not really meant to put them in your ears very much, but I do get very itchy ears, so I do use them to sort of scratch around the edge a bit. Trying to go in too deep, but it's one of those things that is a bit of a guilty pleasure, really. One thing we learnt from last time, after somebody had an accident. Plasters, yeah. Though they've got a first aid and it was fine, if you weren't near a first aid place, then it would be useful to have some plasters.
Because
this might go in our
somebody fell out of the water boat thingy in Typhoon Lagoon,
yeah.
stumbled getting up and scraped both knees on the bottom of the rough surface of the water and gouged both kneecaps out.
Kneecaps out?
Well,
You didn't take your kneecaps out.
well,
He skinned his knees.
very deeply where my knees are. Knees, same thing. That's that area.
You sound like your kneecap fell out.
No, but yeah, we went to the first aid thing at the time, and not the guy himself did much, but you see, you knew what I was doing, cleaning up myself and that, and band-aids.
I think a lot of it was, I don't know whether they're allowed to get too involved, because I don't know whether people might get sued, that type of thing, so they give you everything you need to be able to treat yourself. I think if it's more severe, then they might have got involved, like if you'd fallen over and they might have broken your arm, then they would have helped you to put it into a sling, that type of thing, but not properly broken. But hand sanitizer is something we always now take. Obviously, I did use this before COVID, but not as heavily, so we always make sure we take a few. We got these ones free. We went into, it's a shop called One Below. It's like a cheap shop in Swindon. I'm assuming they've got more elsewhere.
Like Poundland.
They had boxes on the end of the counter, and they were like, "Do you want any free hand sanitizer? Take as many as you want." And they're like, "Okay, fine." I think they've obviously
overstocked during COVID.
Yeah, people just aren't buying them as much anymore. So like, yeah, we might as well, because we still use them, so it's useful.
A few other little bits. Lots of spare packets of tissues, because they're expensive to buy anything like that over there, and. We always either one of us always manages to get a cold when we're on holiday for some reason.
I think it's because generally we're not around a lot of people, and so when we are, the slightest little bug goes, "Oh look, there's somebody that hasn't had a cold for a while. Here, have this bug."
Also, we always stick in the wash kit or something, nail cutters, because one of us is bound to realise we haven't cut a nail.
It's closer.
Yeah.
No. Just it was over there, right at the edge of the camera.
Meh.
But yeah,
not so much impression or anything. But yeah, just nail cutters, because if you snag a nail wherever, then you haven't got anything with you. Even though I have a little fold-up pair of scissors in my wallet sometimes.
Which reminded me to make sure that goes into the suitcase. Because they're in his wallet, and in theory you shouldn't carry anything sharp through security or on the plane. And we just must remember to put it into your suitcase, because it shouldn't be. They're only tiny, but it's we have forgotten in the past. I'm like, oh crap.
And this is just I don't know what category this should have come under really, so we just mention it. As I wear my contact lenses, as I mentioned earlier.
The address that doesn't get shown.
Don't read that from there. I bulk ordered extra contact lenses, so if you wear contact lenses, it was a good hint as well, before you're going away, order extra, because if you run out of contact lenses on holiday...
Got some free trial ones as well.
Yeah. So if you run out on holiday, I don't know where you can get them from, you have to go to a pharmacy or something over there, but... Yeah,
I'm assuming most people that use contact lenses generally have glasses as well as a backup, so if they run out, then that'd be fine.
I do, but I'd rather not wear my glasses because,
It's fine. The last category that we have is called surviving the heat. We don't really know how to survive the heat very well, we're not very good at it, but we have a few bits that we do use to help. The first thing...
Bottles of squash.
Bottles of squash. Always hydrate. Keep hydrated in the state of Florida. But the first thing that we bought I think we bought while we were there, didn't we? Or before?
No, we bought them to take with us for our honeymoon in 2019.
Cooling towels. So these are really useful. So you just wet them. If you go up to one of the bottle filling stations or water fountains, they're normally quite cold water. So you soak them in that, you squeeze it out, and then you have to do like a this. and then they stay cool for ages. So you can put them around your neck, which we did a lot. Bob in the end had it wrapped around his head.
Like a bandana.
Yeah, because
Gypsy Rose Lee here demonstrating.
mainly because he's obviously got a bald head, so
Shaven head.
he's got a bald head.
Shaven head.
So it burns. We do have hats we're taking with us, which we didn't remember to put in here, but I always wear a lot of hats, but we now have an extra hat for Bob that actually fits him, so that's
Yes,
good.
ooh, cover her face. Yes, because as I've mentioned, I have a big head. It's very hard to find hats that fit. Cold weather is fine. I can stick a woolly beanie hat on, but in the summer, in most of our vlogs, you would have seen me wearing Dan's Pokemon hat. 'Cause it's the only cap we have at the time that fitted. And then in hello.
Just making sure you're in shot a bit better.
Okay. Thought you were trying to hold my hand and my knee because you love me. Not because you're trying to pull me to shot.
Yeah.
Meh. Rude. But yeah, we bought while we were over there in February from the mall, didn't we? The red Mickey hats.
Oh yes.
With Mickey
Rainbow.
ears on.
Yeah.
Pride ones.
Pride ones, yeah.
That fits well, but you I specifically said to you I could do with a white or cream coloured big cap because it reflects the heat. Apparently the white colours. So you bought one for me recently from wherever, Amazon I think.
Amazon, yeah. An XXL one.
For a tenner or something.
Yeah.
And that fits lovely. I've been wearing it to and from work. Might get a second one before we go, just in case I lose one. But yeah, that would be my essential list now to keep my head shaded.
Yeah. And the last thing that everyone should use, that's not aftershave, it's sun cream.
I went aftershave down here on my arms.
Some people do. Some people like put a bit on their wrists and stuff. But yeah, sun cream, sun lotion. We use a 50 SPF because I burn and Bob burns, and
we have two shades: milk and boiled lobster.
And if we had been vlogging when we went in February the first time, you would have seen how bad that got because we made the mistake of not
February the first time.
Not February. If we had been vlogging when we went the first time in 2019, you would have seen how bad that got because we didn't put sun cream on our backs. But yeah, so we've learned from that mistake. We always put lotion on. I mean, it's not so bad now that we use water shirts when we go to the parks because obviously our main bits are covered because they are long sleeved as well. So we're covered on the arms and the back, which are the main bits that burn for me. But we use it still on our arms, our legs, and our face. Bob's head as well, and it'll be my head as well because the sides will be shaved because I'll have mohawk. But yeah, everyone should wear sun cream, even if it's not a factor 50. Definitely. I forgot that. And then fans. We only have one working one at the moment, so we'll have to buy another one.
Yes, the other one. Oh, I forgot how many speeds that was. Yeah, the other one of these just stopped working recently. Well, in February, we had it in February in Disney World and kept charging both, and this is the only one that would hold its charge. So
yeah, lucky we didn't need them too much when we were in February, but we know in September we might need them more.
We've heard mixed reviews about the neck fans. Some people have said, oh, they're great. Some people have said, no, it's still a waste of time. You just barely feel it when you're in the park.
Yeah, but yeah, we enjoy these. So it's got a little stand when you charge it. Now, don't be deceived, this doesn't actually charge it, it doesn't do anything, it's literally just a stand. Just so you know, it's got a hole on a charger thing. Because when I first got it, I was like, oh, it's like a wireless charger, you just put it in there and charge. But no, you charge the fan just on the side, so you don't need this, but yeah, it's useful.
Yeah. So, about you guys, have you had neck fans versus hand fans? Any preferences? Let us know.
Let us know in the comments below whether you rate the neck fans.
They look like they should be really good. They sit around your neck, they blow cold air up into your face. But I've heard as many people saying they don't work as saying they do. So let us know what you think. Yeah.
But that's our essentials list. It seems like a lot of essentials. Obviously we don't take everything in the parks with us because we don't need all that. But is there anything else that you take that we don't? Because I'm sure other people have different things, like ladies will take like foundation and makeup and stuff like that, so that would be their essentials potentially. Obviously we don't tend to use that.
I know a few men that do.
Yeah, it's just that we don't tend to use it. But yeah, if there's anything else that you think that you use take that we don't, and please
So
let us know.
what have we missed? What haven't we mentioned that would be a good thing to take? It could be that we haven't mentioned it, we haven't thought of it, but we do take it, or it could be something we thought, oh, that's a good idea. So let us know below what we might have missed, what you would take, what you thought was a good idea that you hadn't thought of before you saw it here, maybe.
Yeah. And now all this is going to go into the bag because we started packing last weekend. We're still 2 weeks out, but we started packing all our clothes, and now all these bits, because this isn't really stuff that we use generally day to day, can go into the bags.
Yeah, that much closer to being packed.
Yeah, only 2 weeks to go.
Yeah.
Actually, what is the time? Oh, we would have been flying for half an hour at this point in 2 weeks' time. So yeah.
Your favourite part of the trip?
Yeah, well, let's not talk about that. One other thing I did want to mention, though I did mention, just I know it's at the end and kind of all over the place, but these headphones I do use not just for listening to music, these little Galaxy Buds. So I've used them in the past, and I might actually use them at the part this time because of my noise sensitivity that I've kind of managed to figure out now. I use these as just noise cancelling headphones when you're in a loud place. So if I'm in a really loud place and the noise sensitivity gets to me, I can put these in. I can still hear things going on around me, but it just dulls the sound down. So without music, they've got pure just noise cancelling on them as well as music and stuff, so they're useful for me. So if anybody else suffers from that type of thing, then headphones like this are good because they're quite discreet. Obviously I could use the big headphones, but they're not as discreet, but these are. So. Sorry, I forgot about that.
No, it's fine. Because you were attempting to use the DAS system, weren't you? You're not really successful with it.
Yeah, we won't talk about that in this one because I don't want to. Because it caused me no end of anxiety about it also.
Which is the opposite of what that's supposed to do.
Yeah.
It's supposed to help relieve anxiety.
But yeah.
Anyway, that'll be for our
vlog.
Our vlog for the travel day, I expect we mentioned it then.
But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it informative, and hopefully you've found something that you wouldn't necessarily think about.
And let us know, so if there's anything that you always pack that we haven't thought of or mentioned.
Yep. Or anything that you think, why are you packing that?
Yeah.
Why are you being so stupid? Because some people might think they like tea. That might be one that people go, why in the hell are you bringing tea? I just drink a lot of tea. I'm a quintessential British man. Drink a lot of tea. So yeah. But yeah, please let us know in the comments below. In the box below.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you very much for watching.
So if you like this, please give us a like.
Yes.
Subscribe perhaps would be nice of you, thank you very much.
Yeah, to see our stuff coming up, because as I said we're going to Disney World, so we'll have vlogs every day, not every day, but from every day, weekly.
Yeah. You can follow us on
Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, they're all Pup and Bear Travels. We also have a Facebook group, which is Pup and Bear Travels too, so you can find us any place there. We have a website as well, which is, surprise surprise, pupandbeartravels.co.uk or .com. Almost forgot what our website was.
and you're the techie one.
Yeah, so you can catch us at any of those places, contact us there. Comment, let us know what you think of everything. And
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching, and we hope to catch you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.